What's up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we take on Paris Saint Germain in both legs of the Champions League first knockout round. Our reward for winning our group was freaking PSG. Can we have any worse luck? It's unbelievable. But we have reached the end of a transfer window. We've made quite a few signings, but don't get too excited. They're all regions. And most of them we'd already agreed to sign. We haven't sold anyone on a permanent. A couple players are left on loan, but some players we've agreed to come in that haven't joined just yet. I think we've shown Alfonso Mejia before. A perfectly two-footed left back that can also kind of play right back. Ecuadorian, so that's kind of cool. Decent numbers. Ignacio Calero, when we just signed, a right winger, which we don't really use, but I mean, it was pretty cheap, $9.25. Mejia was $5.25, and he's got a little bit of potential on him. Probably end up selling him on for a profit. The best one was probably Murden Sejidov, a Russian from Dynamo Moscow. We got him for 5.25k. Not 525, 5.25. So he could be nothing and he would still be worth that. But he's actually got a little bit of potential to him. He's a decent 17-year-old advanced playmaker. Yeah, he's okay. He doesn't have crazy numbers or anything. For how cheap it was, there's no reason not to. The players that have actually come in, starting off, I think another one I've already shown, Rafael Colombo from Nacional, a young goalkeeper, 650k. Really good shot stopping. Good size as well, two-footed, 18 years old, and 4.5-star potential. So, pretty good signing there. Another one on a complete free signing, Juan Calvete from Junior FC, the Colombian. We just needed center backs in our youth team. He doesn't have crazy potential or anything like that, 3.5 stars. But he's 2-star current ability at 19 years old. Got some good numbers, good size. And he's just a body for our youth teams at center back. The one I might be most excited about, not really because of his potential, he doesn't really have a lot of potential, but for his current ability, Angel Quintana. He's also he might be the oldest region in the game. He's 22 years old. I didn't know there were 22-year-old regions in this game right now, but Angel Quintana from River Plate, pretty cheap deal, $5 million versus a 6.75. If we don't sell him on for a massive profit, I will be very annoyed because we should. He is amazing. Like, he is 22, but look at this. He's really good. Play like his inside forward off the left or striker. He only has 12 finishing, but he has 15 composure, 15 technique, good anticipation, decent decisions, really good dribbling. He would be amazing if you taught him to round the keeper. He has all the numbers to round the keeper. That's 17 dribbling, 15 composure, 15 technique. He would be so good if you taught him that. And he's pretty quick, too. He's like 12 strength for a guy that's 5'9" with 6 jumping reach. Driven. I really like Angel Quintana. We've loaned him back to River Plate, but he is definitely one for the future. And a pretty cheap deal. I think only 25k or something like that for his contract. Very good. Another goalkeeper, Benjamin Macinic from Dynamo Zagreb, 950k. Again, pretty cheap. 5-star potential for him. 1.5-star current ability. Not the best shot stopper right now, but a lot of potential. 18 years old. Pretty cheap deal. And then one of the most expensive ones, this is $8.5 million all up front because it was his release clause. There are a couple other clubs sniffing around him, but he's pretty dang good. His potential isn't nuts, but he's really good right now at 19 years old. Nemanja Anicic from Red Star, midfielder, defensive midfielder. I mean, yeah, he's just really good. His physicals are very solid, labeled as a wonder kid. Good passing and vision, really good technique, decent defensive attributes. 16 decisions being kind of stand out. So yeah, I like Nemanja Anicic. 4-star potential, but I feel better about him reaching that potential than some of our other youngsters we signed. So, yeah, I think that's a good deal. And then one that has the potential to be the most expensive, and the only one we did on transfer deadline day, Sebastian Santilli from Boca Juniors, another midfielder. He can also play attacking midfield. $6 million, could raise to $9.5 million. He's pretty good, though. 16 passing, 16 vision, really good teamwork. All of his numbers that he needs are really good. Like, his physicals are solid. Like, not stand out, but solid, which is, for a 19-year-old, advanced playmaker, that's pretty good. Decent long shots, decent dribbler, first touch. Yeah, just a really good young midfielder. 4.5-star potential, 2-star current ability. I liked him. The players that have loaned, obviously we told about Angel Quintana. The other one was German Rivadeneira. He was upset because he wanted to go out on loan. His contract was expiring at 2028. So not this year, but next year. And I really wanted to get him on a new contract. And so I decided to loan him out so I could get him on that new contract, make him happy, get him on the new contract. So he's gone to Union Berlin in the Bundesliga. Obviously, I'd like to have him around because he's really good, but the most important thing was getting him on a new deal because he has 5-star potential, 2.5-star current ability. Contract is kind of getting to his end. Some teams were interested, so he is signing a new deal. So we're glad to have him around for the future. And we've also signed quite a few other players because we had a lot of players whose contracts were getting towards the end of their deals, and we wanted to keep them here. One that doesn't look like we're going to be keeping here, though, is Alex Telles. This is a weird case. I've never actually had this before. He is agreed to join Gremio at the end of his contract, which is, okay. His contract expires in 2027, but he has a 1-year extension after 10 league games. And he's played 10 league games. But apparently, since he agreed with Gremio before that, this is just invalid now? I feel like the contract he's currently on should have precedence over the one he's signed for the future. But apparently, because they already agreed a deal, this doesn't matter. This is nothing. This is ignored. That is stupid. I don't know if that's how it actually works, but I feel like it shouldn't be. So Telles, I guess, is leaving. I was going to see if I could just sign him on a 1-year deal, but he wanted double the wages, which 34 going into 35, his physicals are already really falling off. No way I was doing that. So Telles is going to be leaving. Annoying because he's been decent for us this year, but Borgach has been okay too at left back, so maybe we'll fight to bring in another one, but yeah, we're losing Alex Telles. Tabata, his contract is running out in 2028. He has signed a new deal, or he's going to be signing a new deal. Not a whole lot more wages either, so pretty good deal to keep him around. Escaio, I haven't negotiated with yet. I don't know if I'm going to. 33 years old, he's really starting to fall off. He is homegrown, but we've got a lot of other homegrown players, like Eric Dyer, who's also 33, but he's not really falling off at all. He's a solid player in the role he plays. He doesn't need ridiculous physicals. So, yeah, I feel comfortable giving him on a new contract. He's going to be staying around. Polina, we are trying to get on a new contract. He's being very unreasonable. We'd go into negotiations with him. He started out at 100K. He's currently on 75. I was like, okay, what about 80? He's like, okay, how about 100K? I was like, okay, how about 82 and I'll give you a bunch of different bonuses. He's like, oh, love those bonuses. How about 100K? So I was like, okay, 85. Up the bonuses a little more. He's like, yes, I love those bonuses, but 100K. And so he just won't negotiate. And so I'm not giving him 100K at 31 years old. That's just straight up not happening. As a defensive midfielder who never gets good ratings because defensive midfielders don't get good ratings, but yeah, I want to keep him here, but not for what he wants. Another youngster that I didn't think we'd be able to re-sign, but we have agreed to negotiate with a contract with him, Oscar Gonzalez. He's had a lot of interest in him. A lot. But he's got really good potential. He's a decent player right now, and he is happy now. So he's going to be signing a new deal. Basically, once the transfer window ended, he's like, okay, I'm happy now. I didn't get my move, so whatever, I'll sign a new deal. I'm all for it. I want to keep him here. So Oscar Gonzalez is staying. That's all the players in the first team whose contracts are really running out. Some youth players I've signed on new deals, but nothing really else of note. Now the results, because last episode, it was not going well. We were in a terrible run of form. We ended it on a win, but even the win was not very impressive. And the game after that didn't get much better. We drew 2-2. We didn't look very good. So I decided, you know what, I'm changing everything up. I say we didn't look very good. We destroyed them, but they scored 2 goals from 3 shots on target. We had 11 shots on target and scored 2 goals. So I decided, you know what, this isn't working. We're creating all the chances, but we just cannot score, and we cannot defend. Vistic, I don't know if he can make a save. But we changed things up, and since we made the change, we've won every single game. The change we made is we've gone to the 4-3-3 asymmetrical as our starting tactic for the first time. This game against Rio Ave 2-2, we destroyed them. Just absolutely destroyed them, but they scored 2 shots from 3 shots on target. And then, after that, all wins. And some high-scoring games. 4-0 against Santa Clara. Apparently, Pedro Gonçalves loves being a shadow striker again. When he first started here, we played him as a shadow striker. His first season, he was amazing. His second season, he was absent. Since then, he's kind of moved back a little bit to that Mazzala. Never really showed up in terms of goal scoring. We played him as a shadow striker once we made this change, and he scored a hat trick. And then in the next game, a brace. So, yeah, he likes that position, apparently. So, Praia 5-1, Vizela 2-1, but we were the much better team. They scored a late goal, but they didn't deserve it. They had 1 shot on target. Like I said, I don't know if Vistic can make a save, but we deserved the win. We were dominant. We then played Maritimo twice in a row, first in the league, beat them 3-0, Sorla, Santo Sesco. Then in the Allianz Cup semifinal, still played that asymmetrical formation, rotated completely for this match though, and we still won 2-2, took penalties, but we were the better team. And then we played Porto in the final. Apparently, we just love this competition because I rotate it for it every year, and we've won it 3 straight years. We beat Porto 2-0. A little bit stronger squad, some first-team players in there, Malo Gusto, Inacio, Pedro Gonzalez, Alexander Sorloth, but a lot of rotation, and we were still really good. And I still played the 4-3-3 asymmetrical. So I wasn't sure how it would work against Porto. Apparently, very well is the answer. Next 2 results, 2 clean sheets, but only 3 goals scored. Portimonense only 1-0, and it took a 90th minute goal. I mean, Sesko and Gonzalez probably had their worst games of the season. We had 14 shots and 2 shots on target. I don't know if either of them had a single shot on target. It was a 90th minute goal from Stefano Sensi that gave us the win that we deserved but also didn't deserve. Then our last game for Millicao, 2-0 win. Daryl Dike, Guilherme Santos. I rotated a lot because this PSG match was 3 days later, and we still looked pretty good. I don't think a single player that's going to start other than maybe Franjic and Navistic. I think those are the only players that are going to start in this match that played in this one. So a fully rotated squad and away from home, and we played really well, playing that 4-3-3 asymmetrical. Now, it has won us 8 straight games, but I'm not going to be using that against PSG. I think that's suicide, especially away from home. It's a possession tactic that is pretty attacking in terms of positions and roles, and that's PSG. I'm not going to win the possession battle against PSG. So, yeah, definitely not using that. I'm going to be using the tactic that seemed to work against Inter Milan. The 5 at the back that we developed. Hopefully it'll work again today. The team we're going with, Sorloth, he's been in really good form. He apparently loves that inside forward position. He's been really good there. Sesko, advanced forward. He's not been super standout recently, but he's still really good. Gonzalez, in good form, is going to play that Mazzala. Nunez is going to play as a roaming playmaker. Polina in the middle. Tellez is going to play at the left wing back. Bergman Johansson still out for another month, a little over a month. Jose Marsa also injured. I think that's all of it for injuries. And then Gusto at right wing back, he's come back in and still been really good. OS Ruan has also got a little bit of a knock, so he's going to be back in 2 days. So he's going to miss this one, but he'll be back for the next PSG match. So we're going Inacio, Franjic, Ampadu, and Navistic in net. We've seen the instructions last time I played it. Nothing has changed there. It seemed to work against Inter, but this is undoubtedly a little bit bigger test. That Inter match was at home as well. This is away from home against PSG. Lord help us. We've got nothing to lose here. We know how good we are. Let's go show everyone what we're capable of. The pundits may not believe in us today, but you should believe in yourselves, because I believe in you. We've been able to hang with and even beat the best teams in Europe, in the world. So why can't we hang today? But it's going to take your best. First highlight's going to start with PSG. João Felix on the ball, going down this left-hand side. Obviously they don't have Mbappe or Messi anymore, but their team is still stupid. Ilaix, Mariba in there, Vinicius Jr., Neymar's on their bench, Mariba, Vinicius, and we have an injury. Gosh dang it. Well, that's probably the worst start we could have had so far. I think I'm bringing Tabata over Sensi. Sensi's good, but I don't think he's perfect for this roaming playmaker role. If we needed a set piece taker, I would definitely bring in Sensi, but we have Tellez, who's also very good at set pieces. It could have been worse. Mateus Nunez, of all these players on the pitch, he might be the one I'd be the most okay with being injured. Not preferable, though. Looks like we're going to end the first half with basically no highlights. PSG, playing at home in the Champions League, had 1 shot in that first half. At least defensively, we are dominating right now. And we've had a few shots, 4 shots, 1 on target. 0.29 XG, not the best, but if we can get a 0-0, that would be a huge result. I'm happy with your performance so far. Keep it up. Obviously, I'd like to see us create a few more chances, but we've done masterfully to stifle a high-powered PSG attack in that first half. But be prepared for a response. They're not going to be happy in that locker room, so they're going to come out firing. Be prepared. Stay locked in. About 67 minutes in, and PSG still haven't done anything. But Neymar's on the pitch now, and he has a free kick. Is he going to look to go for goal? He is. Ooh. Come on. They need luck. They haven't done anything. And then a free kick. I don't know if Navistic saved it or if it hit the post. Well, we can probably see from this angle. I think it hit the crossbar, and it falls directly to Caicedo, and he has an open goal. So frustrating. We're going to have a highlight, and it's going to be a corner. Cincy, going to whip it in. Sesko! That is why I'm playing for set pieces. That is our opportunity to score goals away from home against the likes of PSG. Corners, where we have a 6'5" Sesko, a 6'2" Inacio, a 6'2" Franjic, a 6'4", I think, Sorloth. Yeah, we've got a lot of targets in the middle of the box, and we scored a goal there. Good to see. Now we need to hold on. Another goal. Wouldn't go amiss, though. A minute left. I'm pretty sure there's only 3 subs. I'm pretty sure at this point there's only 3 subs, so I'm not even going to try to do another one. In terms of how I'm going to push this even more, trying to get this last goal, I'm going to go all the way direct. And I'm going to start distributing to Sorloth. I mean, we don't have much time, so might as well do it quickly. And I'm not going to do anything else because I don't want to go over the top. I think this is fine. 1-1 would be a very good result. But if we got a win, it set us up very well for the home leg. But you know what? I'll take it. Just don't concede another goal. Is this going to be a highlight just because I made a change, or is this like a legitimate highlight? Neymar, they didn't get lucky again, but they still have the ball with about 20 seconds left to go. Marquinhos on it is going to find Hakimi. I'm sure they're going to be throwing everyone forward trying to score, which could give us opportunities on the break, but I mean, okay, that's just a nothing highlight, and that's how the game ends. 1-1, and we were the better team. That's both annoying and encouraging, because their goal was 100% luck, a free kick that hit off the crossbar and fell directly to one of their players. Ours was, we're physically dominant, and because of that, we scored a goal. So, going into the home leg, I'm quietly confident. Well done, lads. You've proved a lot of people wrong in avoiding defeat out there. Obviously, I would have preferred the win, and especially because I thought we deserved to win. But I can't fault any of your performances. I thought you were tremendous. If you can repeat that kind of performance with the fans behind you, I truly believe we can go on to the quarterfinals. How much of a challenge was it to face such intense pressure and still remain composed enough to stick to your principles? I actually thought we played pretty well as a team. We were happy to concede possession, knowing they'd struggle to use it to any good effect. Bruno Tabata was substituted in the 81st minute with the player having himself previously come on earlier in the match. What happened there? He was awful. I did it because I didn't feel the team was playing well at that point. And if Bruno Tabata feels hard done by, he needs to look at the badge on his shirt. And remember, this is a team game. There was groans around the grounds today at Bartol Franjic's display. Why'd you persist with him amongst calls for him to be replaced? I didn't feel there was a reasonable reason to replace him. I mean, it wouldn't have helped us. I just don't think it would have helped us. I think we made the right choices in the subs we made, and it got us a draw. Mateus Nunes is going to be out 3 to 5 weeks. I don't know if I have enough fingers on my hands to be able to count how many players have been injured for over a month just in the past couple of weeks. This is ridiculous. Fortunately, a lot of players are coming back now, but dude, I've never had so many freaking injuries, and all of them being a month long. All right, we've got 2 league games, I believe, between now and the second leg. Boa Vista at home, 12th place, and Gil Vicente away, 15th place. Definitely going to rotate for that Gil Vicente match because PSG is immediately after. But yeah, hopefully we can get 2 good results. I'd like to continue winning in the league and set us up well for this home leg against PSG. And we are back to play the second leg against PSG. We played 2 league games, one against Boa Vista, one against Gil Vicente, and we won them both. And Porto, they had lost to Benfica a couple weeks ago. They lost again. The first loss brought us within 1 point. This loss has put us back top of the table. They lost to Moreirense, I believe it was, 1-0. Yeah, they lost to Benfica 2-0 and then lost to Moreirense 1-0, even at home. So that's not a good result for them. An 84th minute winner for Moreirense. And so we are back top of the table. Good to see. And the 2 games we played, Boa Vista, not super comfortable. I put a pretty strong squad out there. We actually had 14 days between Boa Vista and Gil Vicente. So I played a strong squad, and we barely snuck out a win. Like, we went 2-0 up, and then from that point that we scored that second goal, it was a very nervy end to the game. They got one back in the 63rd minute, and they had quite a few chances, but We made a few saves and kept him out. Got the win at the end. Pretty comfortable win against Gil Vicente came after that, but they did have a sending off, 8 minutes in? So probably should have even been better. But we get 2 goals from Tabata and Santos, and then a penalty from Marco Carnesecchi. I think, is that the goalkeeper? Yeah, that's the goalkeeper, Marco Carnesecchi. We put him on a pin because there's literally 2 minutes left, and the game was won, and he scored it. So Marco Carnesecchi gets his first goal for Sporting, probably his only ever goal for Sporting. But we played a completely rotated squad. Literally not a single player that's going to start this match against PSG started at least. I think we had to bring on Ruan because Escaio got injured. And of course, it was over a month. Also, between these 2 games, as if winning our group and then having to play PSG wasn't enough. The game's oh, you had it too easy. You got a good 1-1 draw? How about we injure your best player? So Sesko's injured for a month. Because of course it was. And so he's going to miss PSG. That sucks. That really sucks. But DK's been good in the Champions League as well. So, we haven't seen him play well against this kind of competition, but today's his opportunity. We're going with that same 5 at the back. I thought he did a pretty good job in the away leg. He did a pretty good job in the home leg against Inter. Got us the win. And needing a win, I'm giving it a chance today. Hopefully it works out for us. Nunez is back from his little knock he took in the first PSG match. So he's back ready to play. We're going with Sorloth and DK up top. Other than that, it's the same squad, I think, that started against PSG the first match, except Ruan's come back in. He's back from his injury. Ampadu's going to start on the right. I had a big decision to make between Ampadu and Franjic. Really, I don't think there's a lot between them. I ended up going with Ampadu. Inacio obviously on the left. Tellez, left wing back. Gusto, right wing back. Dyer's going to have to be our backup right back this game because Weigl, who is our 3rd choice right back for the Champions League, is also injured. For over a month. It's unbelievable. So Sesko's going to be back in 6 days. So I think it was actually 3 weeks, but it was 3 to 4 weeks. So I'm still going to call it a month. Bergen Hansen getting close to coming back as well, 6 to 12 days. But yeah, this is a strong squad. I think this tactic is good. We haven't seen anything to the contrary, so you know what? Let's just do it. The media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a worthy display. I thought our performance in Paris was very good, but we're going to have to be even better today. Those stands are going to be full, and I want you to feed off the crowd's energy and use it to spur you on to the kind of performance we know we're capable of. How do you approach this match with both teams in good form ahead of kickoff? We're going to have to be at our very best to get something today. PSG are as good as they come. We'll certainly be able to cause us 1 or 2 problems. Do you think the first goal here will be crucial? I'm hoping for a strong start and a positive approach, sure. How do we look to build on an impressive performance last time out against Gil Vicente? It's all about momentum. The more we can put these sorts of performances together, the better. And our momentum is pretty good. A lot of wins in a row. That 1 draw, but away from home against PSG, that's not a bad draw. Obviously, we're really going to miss Benjamin Sesko, but we know DK can step up. He seems to always do it in the biggest occasions. Hopefully he does it today. Looks like we might be going an entire first half without a highlight. And I don't know if I'm okay with that or not. PSG have done nothing. They have 1 shot, 0.09 XG. We really should have done better with a period in which we were the better team. But since we didn't score, there's no point to it. It's time for everyone to dig in and give everything you've got left tonight. We deserve to win this match. So let's go and do it. I thought that first half performance was really good, but we didn't score. And ultimately, that's what matters. You cannot have that kind of momentum and not take advantage of it. PSG, with the quality they have, over a 90 minutes, they will create chances. And they have the quality to finish them. So you're going to have to match their quality tonight and finish some of your chances. I thought we might actually see an entire game with no highlights. The first highlight comes 64 minutes in, and it's going to start with PSG. Polini with a good tackle, though. He's on a yellow. That's a little dangerous. And a very hopeful ball. But Gusto does well to intercept. We don't have... Where's our other striker? He's dropped pretty deep. DK's got a lot to do. He's going to go back to Alex Tellez. Going to cut inside. Look for a man. Mateus Nunez. Good ball over the top. Pedro! Let's go! I think he was on. Please be on. Please be on. We deserve this. We've been the much better team. Please. Please. Pedro Gonçalves, he's had his moments where he's really struggled in front of goal. He's missed a lot of one-on-ones over the past couple of seasons, but he's in some pretty good form right now, and he showed it there. A very good, composed finish, and I think it was pretty comfortably on. It's pretty close there, but he's definitely on. We have the lead. All right, 80 minutes in. I've got to pause here because I really need to decide what I need to do. This is a very important part of the match. We've absolutely destroyed them. They have one shot, which makes me wonder, why are our two center backs on 6.3 and 6.4? How is that possible? They've had one shot. Is their pass completion just like 0? That's what it must be. Plina also on a 6.3, and he's on a yellow. So the sub I am going to make, in my head is like, do I make any subs? We've absolutely dominated them. I don't want to change anything, but I'd rather have a player not on a yellow in this center mid defend role. Dyer, I completely trust him. So he's going to come in there. Malagusto also on a yellow, but Dyer is also his replacement. I could bring in Franjic in the midfield. Dyer at right wing back, but if they score and we need a goal, Gusto is just so much better as an attacking fullback than Eric Dyer is. So I can't make that change right now, even though he's on a yellow. Nunez is very tired, but he's had a very good game. I don't really want to take him off. Same for Sorloth, really. He hasn't had the best game, but with his size, if they score, I feel more confident about Sorloth getting a goal than I do Thiago Tomas. So I think I'm only going to make the one sub. It might be the only sub I make this game because I don't want to jinx this. I'm not going to change anything in instructions or mentality or formation or positions, anything like that. It's working. Don't change it. Just get fresh legs, guy not on a yellow in the midfield, and cross your fingers. All right, 90th minute, 3 minutes left. They've still done nothing. They've actually gone to a diamond, which is interesting. Neymar and Moukoko up top. Again, I don't think I'm going to make a sub. Nunez is pretty dead on his feet, but he's even gotten better since the 80th minute, so I just can't sub him off. I might consider bringing on Tomas now, just for his pressing, really. Sorloth being tired, he's not playing particularly well. I think I am going to make that change. It's a little risky, but I think his energy up front could be useful to us. Other than that, I think that might be the only change I make. I don't want to mess up our back three. They've obviously, I don't know by ratings-wise they haven't been, but from what I've seen, the fact they have one shot in the entire game, they've been doing really well. So I'm not taking them off, not taking off either of our fullbacks, not taking off Gonçalves or Nunez. That's it. 3 minutes left to go. I'm going to stay here for the whole time. Please, no highlights. I would love no highlights. If they score with their first shot on target in the 93rd minute, we have done it. We have beaten PSG over 2 legs, and deservedly so. We have absolutely annihilated them on the night. 20 shots, 10 on target. They had 1 shot. We held Paris Saint Germain. Sporting held Paris Saint Germain to 1 shot. They had 62% possession, but did nothing with it. I was not super sure when I made this tactic. I thought it gave us the best chance having an extra center back in there, holding midfielder in the middle, but I did not expect this. I did not expect it to work this good. Wow, that is huge. What an upset. A very nice victory. Well done. I don't have the words. You were tremendous today. We are through to the quarterfinal, and deservedly so. Take this night to celebrate. Enjoy this one, because you deserve it. But tomorrow, we're back at work. Our ultimate goal isn't to get to the quarterfinal. It's not to get to the semifinal. It's to win this whole thing. It is not going to get any easier from here. You're going to have to keep bringing the same kind of commitment, work ethic, desire, heart that you showed out there today if we're going to win this whole thing. It was a difficult tie, but you managed to emerge victorious on aggregate. How do you feel? If you look at the performances over the 2 legs, we definitely deserve this. Despite only having 38% possession, you've still managed to win. Did you intend to allow PSG quite so much of the ball? Possession's overrated. What did they do with it? They had one shot. Is it a reflection of your dominance that PSG didn't have so much as a single shot on target? Our performance was complete. We played well in all phases of the game and fully deserved to win. That was amazing. That might be my favorite game in FM22. What a win that was. We win our group, and the game rewarded us by giving us PSG. So what do? We just go ahead and knock them out in dominating fashion as well. And they also injured our best player. So, dude, what a result that was. I just don't want to face Liverpool because, they've won 4 out of the last 5. The last 6 have all been won by English teams. Yeah, English teams aren't overpowered in this game or anything. It's not like this game is made in England or anything. I wouldn't know by looking at this where the game was made. Yeah, little dumb. But hopefully we don't have to face Liverpool. But, we've got to, based on what I just saw, we have a good chance of being able to win this thing. I wasn't sure, especially after we got pretty annihilated by Bayern Munich last year. I wasn't sure if we'd ever be able to do it. But that is a very good PSG team. And we dominated them. Alright, I think there's still some games to be played in this round. 4 games to be played. Monaco could do us a huge favor. I doubt it's going to happen, but they could do us a huge favor by knocking out Liverpool. And the quarterfinals can be drawn on the 19th. Do we have a game before then? We do not. So I'll see you for the draw. Alright, it is time for both the quarterfinal and the semifinal draw. Before we get into that, let's see the results of the first knockout round. See who's going to be joining us. So Juventus beat Real Madrid 2-0 on aggregate. Obviously, we beat PSG. Barcelona beat Bayern, so we won't be seeing Bayern Munich again. Man City beat Atalanta. Inter beat Man United. That is huge. Manchester United are stupid on this game, so that is big. And we know we can beat Inter. Monaco did us no favors. They got destroyed 4-0 in the second leg. And so, unsurprisingly, Liverpool are through. I think Monaco had about a 0% chance to win that tie. Milan actually kind of thrashed Arsenal, 6-2 on aggregate. And PSV upsets RB Leipzig. So, obviously, I want PSV. But, knowing this game, I think there's about a 95% chance we get Liverpool. Alright, let's do it. Alright, can we get Inter at this point? I think we can, but I'm not positive. Because they were in our group. But, PSV, love that. I'd take AC Milan. If we can get Inter, I'd take it. Even Barcelona, Juventus. I just don't want City or Liverpool. I think we can beat everyone else, but those two, it might be pretty difficult. Again, 95% chance we get Liverpool. Alright, first one out of the hat are Barcelona. Okay. We don't get Liverpool, we get Barcelona. How good are they right now? They are top of La Liga. That's not encouraging. 2 points over Real Madrid. 0 draws. 5 losses on the season. To Madrid, Sociedad, Vigo, Betis, and Sociedad. So, all pretty decent teams to beat them. Let's see their roster. Who do they have at this point of the save? Ter Stegen's still in net. Dallo, Tengai Nianzou, who I think is really good right now. He's a pretty good player. Only 13 tackling, but still a pretty good player. Araujo's still there. I'm sure he's really good. Okay, yeah, he's a tad bit good. Vincente Ponzi, which I've seen him before. Obviously, he's on my short list. He is the best regen in the game. Without a doubt, he is the best regen in the game. He's 20 years old, and he's nuts. Dude, he only has 8 crossing, but still, his physicals are bonkers for a 20-year-old. His mentals are pretty amazing. 16 passing, 15 vision for a left back. He's very, very good. Nico Williams playing right mid. Looks like they're playing 4-4-2. He's pretty good. Nico, I don't know if he'd be their he's developed really well. Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen Nico develop this well. That is a very good Nico. Marcos Antonio, who they're desperately trying to get rid of because he's on $975K a week. Griezmann's still there at 35. Physical's not looking great. Depay at 33 is still there. Still looking pretty good. Martial is up top for them. I've seen better. Do they have anyone better on the bench? Tapsoba, I think, is really good right now. Pretty solid player. Garcia, Never really see him turn into a superstar or anything. Yeah, nothing too special there. Uh, Langlei's still there. Dembele's still there. He's unhappy. Other than that, Salif Mendez, another really good regen. He's not amazing, but he's pretty good. Uh, yeah, another couple of other regions that are hanging around the first team. It's good, but I think we can beat it. I don't think it's like out of this world. They have a couple really good players, but so do we. I feel pretty confident. I'm actually pretty confident about that. Let's do it. Let's see who all the other draws are. Let's give Liverpool somebody tough. Like I would love Liverpool Man City. That would be amazing. One has to be knocked out. I'd love it. PSV. If we're not going to get Liverpool, it's probably going to be PSV to get Liverpool. They got an easy draw last time. Juventus. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Juventus getting an easy draw through. I'm okay playing them. So, Man City, Liverpool, please. Please, Football Manager. If you'll do anything for me, make this Liverpool. AC Milan. So, Liverpool get Inter. I feel like Inter are going to get absolutely walloped. All right, semifinal. Obviously, I don't want Inter or Liverpool. PSV or Juventus would be ideal. I freaking deal. All right, City or Milan. Do not want, but I would rather it than Inter Liverpool. Even though of the four teams, I don't know, maybe Milan would be the one I'd rather face over Inter. But I mean, we know Inter. We've played them. We've drawn with them and beat them. You just knew it had to happen. We didn't get him in the quarterfinal, so we had to get him for the semifinal. I'm basically guaranteeing Liverpool going through. If we go through, we will have played Liverpool in 3 of 4 seasons in the Champions League. I mean, they have won almost all of them, and I think they've got to the final, the other one they didn't win. So it kind of, the odds are you're going to face them, but it's so annoying. It's so freaking annoying. I don't want to play Liverpool. They're stupid good. They're too good. I don't know if it's possible. I know we played amazing against PSG, but Liverpool are like 20 times as good as PSG. Like their front three is one of the greatest ever. Haaland, Mbappe, Salah. Like, what are you supposed to do against that? Van Dijk's still there. Trent's still there. 28 years old in his prime. Fabinho's still there. Eddie Robertson's still there. This team is stupidly good. You might notice I'm a little annoyed. I just hate playing Liverpool. But, I mean, just imagine how much sweeter it'd be if we win this whole thing, beating Liverpool on the way. Just sets us up for a little bit of excitement. But first, we've got to get by. That's not even scheduled yet. Let's advance so we get that. Oh, whatever. We've got to get by Barcelona. It's going to be on the 6th and the 13th. That's obviously going to be next episode. Both legs of that. Looking forward to that. If we can do that against PSG, I feel pretty good about doing that against Barcelona. This tactic looks pretty good. Hopefully it works again. I'll see you for that one. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.